Good morning. I know that some are quite resentful that Watchtower stopped them getting an education. There are several reasons for education, of course. One is employment, but I have seen plumbers and carpenters earn a lot more money than people who've been to college and got a degree. So that's not the sort of education that I'm thinking about here. What I'm thinking about is the sort of education which teaches us to think. Now, the Bible puts great emphasis on thinking ability, and education will do that for us. But there are other ways, and we can make up for a lack of education by other means. And I'll try to give you an example today. First of all, in Ephesians 1:17, it says, "May the God of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of glory, give you a spirit of wisdom and perception of what is revealed, to bring you to full knowledge of Him." Well, we will never stop learning about God's love and the love that Jesus Christ had for us as well. But the purpose of it is to give us a spirit of wisdom and perception. So how do we go about that? Well, I want to look at poetry. Now, don't go away. It's quite interesting. And we'll look at Psalm 139. And here David is talking about the fact that God is always with us in whatever situation or wherever we are. We can't go away from God's Spirit. And he said in verse 9, "Were I to take the wings of the dawn, that I might reside in the most remote sea, there also your own hand would lead me." The wings of the dawn. I'm hoping that that gives you a lovely picture of the dawn. The dawn is actually quite fast, isn't it? It comes up quickly, but it's also a long way away. It's beyond the horizon. So it's a long way, but even there, God can be with us, which is a lovely thought. So I'm going to put the reference below so that you can look at this passage yourself. Sorry. And we'll develop appreciation for the words that David used. Now, still thinking about the dawn, I'm going to go to Job 38. And here Jehovah is putting Job in his place. He got a little bit above himself. And he says to Job, "Was it from your days onward that you commanded the morning? Did you cause the dawn to know its place?" Can we have any effect on the movement of this planet around the sun? No, we can't, nor the revolution of the earth. So dawn will always come up when it's due, and darkness will fall likewise. But the poetry goes on that that's the earth, transforms itself like clay under a seal, and things take their station as in clothing. In darkness, things are hazy and there's no colour and you can't see properly. But as the dawn takes a hold of the earth, then things begin to appear in clarity and they take on colour. So it's just like a lump of grey clay over which people used to put a seal. And the seal would imprint a very clear picture into the clay. So the dawn does the same thing to our planet, and we can see. Now, it also talks about what the light does to the wicked. It says that it shakes the wicked from the earth. Wicked people don't like the light because you might see what they're doing and you might object to it. So when the light comes up, the wicked run. And it talks about the dawn stealing the light from the wicked ones. Well, the wicked one's light is darkness. So the dawn steals that darkness from them and they have to go home. So I'm just trying to give you some way of trying to appreciate what God has done for us, and just think about these words. And once again, I'll put the reference below, and just tell me what you think of this. But all in all, if we go back to Ephesians now, and this is chapter 3, and it's talking about what is most important. And verse 16 onwards, it says, out of his infinite glory, may he give you the power through his Spirit for your hidden self to grow strong. Our heart and our thinking ability needs to grow strong, so that we do need knowledge, but we need it to affect us. We need to learn to think about it. It goes on, so that Christ may live in your hearts through faith, and then planted in love and built on love, you will with all the saints have strength to grasp the breadth, the length, the height, and the depth, until knowing the love of Christ, which is beyond all knowledge, you are filled with the utter fullness of God. So we can keep learning. Our education never stops as a Christian. We continually learn about God and Jesus Christ. And the verse goes on, glory be to him whose power working in us can do infinitely more than we can ask or imagine. God can help us in our quest for an education. And if it's centered around God and his wisdom, then we will truly find wisdom, perception, and thinking ability. I'll go on with this theme in the next video, but thank you for watching this morning.